Planning to escape to Mars, huh? Go ahead and run. How far do you think you'll get?
Who are you?
I'm just an old-fashioned cowboy.
You're a bounty hunter.
Yeah, that's right.
Perhaps one of the most prominent themes of Cowboy Bebop is identity, specifically how we form our identities, what we base them on, what happens when those bases are challenged, and how to move on from our past identities. This affects pretty much every character in the show, from the 5 mains to the galaxy of supporting cast. But while I'd love to analyze the characters' journeys through this universal struggle, I wouldn't be able to do justice to these story arcs. So instead, I'll present my interpretation on how a viewer's self-identity could switch or be reinforced by watching the show. Basically, I'll search for common traits between the characters and then draw broad conclusions from the details. Let's go! The most readily apparent trait to these guys is just how cool they are. Like, oh my god, I want to be them! And they're all so cool in their own way. Spike is the ultimate chill badass, Faye takes no BS from no one, Jet is the wise sage, Ed is the tech-savvy kid, Ein controls the fabric of reality, but even the side characters are just the most awesome people. Men and women who come from all walks of life, who you just want to jam with, you know? In short, Bebop promotes the age-old virtue of being a dude, and that's the gender-neutral sense of the term, as in being a person who rides the waves of life. That being said, oh my god, do these people smoke. I think the only main characters who don't smoke are the child and the dog. And even then, plenty of secondary characters smoke as well. And it's pretty much always treated as just another thing to do. Combine that with the coolness factor and, yeah, it doesn't present a great message to most viewers. So the show more or less normalizes the practice, although it's not like it never critiques it either. Citation, fad from the episode Black Dog Serenade. As with everything, I'll leave it up to you to make moral judgments on fictional characters. Not trying to tell you what to think, just giving my opinion. So, one of the big telltales of identity is your social identity. Basically, who you are within certain groups versus who you are outside of them. That doesn't play a huge role in Bebop, but as the past lives of each character is revealed, you get the sense that each of them were once very different people. It's no spoiler that Spike, for instance, used to be a prominent member of a crime syndicate. But by the show's start, he's a bounty hunter. Very much the opposite. Jet Black is a similar story. So Bebop promotes change in identity. That the possibility to shift your self-image once you've left a group for the better is a positive attribute. This ties into the previous section. Each main character in Bebop is dealing with traumas of the past, none less so than Faye Valentine. As a character with amnesia, her whole story arc is about finding out who she is and where she comes from. And without spoiling much, she kind of ends up without an identity because she precisely focuses too much on the past. She doesn't explore her identity, or at least not until the show ends. So Faye represents a cautionary tale. Explore yourself in the present moment. Find what you can now, because while it takes practice to learn, you only need the present to improvise.